Let us discuss our next question. This is from the year 2014. In the Constitution, the promotion of international peace and security is included in option A, the preamble, option B, the DPSPs, option C, the fundamental duties, option D, the ninth schedule. If you look at the duties, there are certain moral duties for the citizens and citizens have to follow them. And nowhere there is mention of the promotion of international peace and security. Also coming to the ninth schedule has certain laws which are protected from the judicial review. There again, there is no mention of the promotion of international peace and security. Option A talks about the preamble. The preamble contains the basic philosophy of the Constitution, but nowhere again there we talk about the promotion of international peace and security. But it is in the DPS space. We talk about the promotion of international peace and security in article number 51. So the correct answer here is B, DPSP. Let's look at the in-depth explanation. The DPSPs are contained in the part 4 of the Constitution from articles 36 to 51. These are the directives that the state should keep in mind while making the policies and laws. The DPSPs, they are borrowed from the Irish Constitution, which in fact was copied from the Spanish Constitution. And the DPSPs are similar to the instrument of instructions that we had in the Government of India Act of 1935. Ultimately, implementing the DPSPs will lead to the establishment of a socio-economic democracy in the country. And DPSPs try to make India into a welfare state. Also note that DPSPs are non-justiciable in nature, that is, they are not legally enforceable. So if the government fails to implement them, you cannot go to the court of law for its implementation. And Article 51, the last article of the DPSP, clearly says that to promote the international peace, maintain honorable relations between the nation, foster respect for the international laws and treaties, obligations, and encourage peaceful settlements. This is the scope of the question. If you see here, promotion of international peace and security, it is included in Article 51, and Article 51 is part of the DPSPs. So the correct answer here is B, Directive Principles of State Policy. Let us discuss the next question. This is from the year 2015. Consider the following statements regarding the Directive Principles of State Policy. Statement 1. The principles spell out the socio-economic democracy in the country. Statement 2. The provisions contained in these principles are not enforceable by any court. Which of the following statements are correct? The DPSPs are mentioned in the part 4 of the Constitution. There are certain directions which are given to the state, which are given to the government, and the government has to follow these directions and suggestions while making the laws. Ultimately, if the DPSPs are improved and implemented in the nation, it will lead to the establishment of socio-economic democracy in the country, whereas the fundamental rights focus on the political democracy. So statement 1 is correct. The provisions contained in these principles are not enforceable by law. Yes, statement 2 is also correct because the DPSPs are not justiciable. Hence, these DPSPs are not enforceable in the court of law. Now, which of the following statements are correct? Both statement 1 and 2 are correct. So the answer will be both 1 and 2. Coming to the in-depth explanation, the DPSPs are there in the part 4 of the Constitution from Article 36 to 51. And these are the ideals which the state should keep in mind while formulating some policies and also while making the laws. They are borrowed from the Irish Constitution. Along with the fundamental rights, the DPSPs, they contain the philosophy of the Constitution and they are known as the soul of the Constitution. So the fundamental rights plus the DPSPs incorporate the soul of the Constitution. They are similar to the instrument of instructions which were there in the Government of India Act of 1935. The directions which are given by the DPSP, ultimately if you follow them in the country, it will lead to the establishment of socio-economic democracy in the country. Article 37 clearly says that These principles, the DPSPs, they are fundamental in the governance of a country, and it shall be the duty of the state to apply these principles while making the laws in the country. The DPSPs ultimately will lead to the establishment of a welfare state, and they are not justiciable. That is, they are not legally enforceable by the court of law if they are violated or if they are not implemented. Coming back to the question, the correct answer here is both 1 and